welcome to this third and final session on the mat where we focus on our alignment, our flexibility and our stability. This last part we're going to start off again in sitting, and we're going to do an exercise called a spine twist, but we're going to add within it an extended stretch to help us to find a little bit more range of movement in what we might find to be a more tight side of the body. So in order to assess which side is tighter in terms of rotation, let's get into the starting position. So first thing I want you to do is to stretch your legs out to the corners of your mat. And as before, if you struggle to have straight legs and a straight back, bend your knees to keep your back straight. So just find that softness in the knees to where you can maintain the longest, straightest spine you have. Then reach your arms out to the sides, and we're going to start off rotating the spine from side to side. So we'll take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, turn to one side, twisting through the spine. Breathe in to come back. Breathe out, twist to the other side. Breathe in to come back. Just do one more to each side, keeping the pelvis level, the legs still, and just notice which side feels a little tighter to rotate towards. So, for example, my side, tighter side today is the left for sure. So I'm going to spend a little longer rotating to the left. For you it might be the right. So let's sit back up nice and tall, arms back into the same position and twist to your tighter side. And then stay there. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can twist a little bit more. Breathe in there. Breathe out, twist a little bit more. Breathe in. And then breathe out one last little twist and come all the way back to the center. We're going to do that again, same thing. Breathe out, rotate to that same side. Breathe in there. Breathe out, twist a little bit more. Breathe in. Breathe out a little bit more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last little twist, breathe in, come all the way back. Relax your arms, relax your legs, relax your spines. So let's see if that's made any difference. Let's see how it feels as we rotate again, just twice in each direction. Hopefully we have more range than we did the first time to that tighter side. So find your good starting position. Draw the tummy to the spine, lengthen up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, twist to one side. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, twist the other way. Breathe in, come back. One last one to each side. And then relax your arms, relax your legs and spines. Good, I hope you felt the difference. I've certainly noticed within the classes that a good 50%, if not more, even 80% feel a change, more range in that rotation. So let's come now into a side reach, and for this variation today we're going to sit in long frog position. I want you to feel really anchored on the tailbone, anchored on the sit bones, not the tailbone. Make sure you're really heavy through the bottom. I'm actually going to turn to the side because I want you to see me front on in terms of my rib cage, and yeah, that should do it hopefully. So I'm sitting stable on the mat or on your blocks, lifting through the spine, and let's take the hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers behind your head. Press your head back into your hands so you can maintain your good sitting position. So we start off with your head, neck and spine going over to the right, and you lengthen the left side of your body. Then press your rib cage and your elbow to the right and lift yourself back to the start. Then we go head, neck and spine to the left. Send your elbow to the left, your rib cage to the left, and come back up. So we're trying to find more space in the sides of the body. Let's go again. Over to the right. Push the elbow, open the right rib cage and lift yourself back to the center. Over to the left again. And come back up. Good. If you you need to have a rest through the legs or the arms, please rest. We're going to add in a little bit more work for the body now by adding in a rotation as well as a side reach. And then we're going to do a little bit of work for the arm and the shoulder. So if you need to watch first, do. Otherwise, you can join me. Hands come behind the head. We go back into a side reach to the right. So remember, this left sit bone is heavy, and you're going to twist your upper back and now look down to your right hip. Then stay there, drop your left elbow down, and then open it up to the ceiling. Do that twice more with the elbow, drop down and lift up. Once more. Keep the elbow lifted, untwist your spine, and go out to the right and up to the ceiling. Good, let's do that on the left. So we side reach to the left, keep the weight in the right sit bone, twist your spine to the left, drop your right elbow down and lift it back up. Do 2 more. Last one. Keep the elbow up, untwist your spine so you're looking back to the front, go out to the left with your elbow and your ribs and lift yourself back up. And relax your arms, give the shoulders a circle or a shrug. We're going to come back to long legs to finish off sitting with a spine stretch forward. So stretch your legs out again. And ideally I want the feet flexed for this particular version because that should help to lengthen through the backs of the legs as we roll the spine forwards. But remember, you can start off, or you can start off with slightly bent knees. We're just wanting to have longer legs because we're adding in an elbow movement. So find your good sitting, make sure you're sitting up as straight as you possibly can. Send your legs to where you want to, and then take your hands behind the head again. So we're going to start with a spine stretch forward. We draw the tummy to the spine, nod the chin to the chest, and then bring your head forwards, your shoulders forwards, upper back, mid back and lower back forwards. Then drop your elbows down towards your legs, relax your shoulders. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, draw the tummy in, roll your lower back onto your hips, your mid back, your upper back, your neck, your head. Then open the elbows out, lift your chest, look up to the ceiling and come back to the center. We'll do that just once more. Chin to the chest, go forwards, bone by bone by bone through the spine. Drop the elbows down, roll yourself back up again, bone by bone. When you get to the top, open the elbows, lift the chest, lengthen the tummy, take a deep breath in, and breathe out to release. Relax your arms, give your shoulders some nice circles, and if you need to, give your legs a little hug to the chest. We're going to finish off on our tummies, and we're going to come into Cobra Prep position first. So we don't need yoga blocks. You may want to have a thin head cushion to rest your head on, otherwise just rest your head straight onto your mat. Your hands will be next to your face, about ear level, but plenty of space between your ears and your hands. Elbows will be lower than the shoulders and nice and relaxed and heavy. The legs are going to be a little wider than your hips. So make sure that you have your legs towards, or toes pointing towards the corners of the mat, heels dropping in towards the middle of the mat. And then bring yourself onto your tummy. So we're going to start with a regular Cobra Prep, and I'm just going to do 2 of these to warm up. Take a breath in to prepare the body, connect the tummy, breathe out, slide the nose forward, lift the back of the head, send your chest forwards and upwards. Take a breath in there and breathe out as you come back to rest. We'll do 1 more set. Breathing in there and breathing out to release. Now we're going to add a little bit of rotation to the exercise, similar to what we did sitting. So we're going to keep the hands where they are, and the next time you come into your Cobra Prep, you're going to press down into one hand. So for example, I'm going to go to the left. So I press my left hand into the floor, start to straighten my arm and twist towards my left shoulder. My hips are staying level on the floor. I'm just rotating my upper back. And then I relax the arm and shoulder and I untwist back to the floor. Take a breath in, breathe out, come back up into Cobra Prep. Breathe in, push the right hand into the floor, twist your upper body to the right. Take a breath in there and breathe out to untwist and roll back down again. So let's do one more to each side. You'll notice the other shoulder drops a little lower as you twist towards the higher shoulder. Last one to the right. And untwist and release. We're going to then take this into full cobra. So rather than the hands being next to the face, they slide further forwards towards the top of the mat. And we do the same Cobra Prep to start. So the nose slides forward, the back of the head lifts, the chest peels away from the mat. Then I'm going to push my hands into the floor, continue to extend the spine away from the mat. Take a breath in at the top and breathe out to come back down. Hips, tummy, chest and head. Again, we'll just do one more. Breathing out to come up. Breathing in to continue to peel the spine away from the mat. Maybe the tummy, maybe the tops of the hips come off the floor. Breathe in at the top and breathe out to sink back down to rest. So let's add in a little bit of rotation again, and this is much more challenging. So just do what you can or stay with Cobra. We're going to come back into Cobra, full Cobra. Then we're going to float just very slightly the left arm off the floor and twist to the left. Untwist, rest the arm and come back down to rest. Same thing to the right, coming back up. Right arm floats, a little rotation to the right, untwist and roll back down to rest. Just check that the pubic bone is staying on the mat and the hips stay level, they don't rotate with your spine. Last one to each side. It's a very subtle, small movement. You might be feeling this in the opposite hip. So as you push into, for example, the left arm, lift the right arm, rotate to the right, you might feel that on the left side. When you've evened up, come back down to the mat, either roll onto your back, hug your knees to your chest, or push yourself back into rest position. Feet together, knees apart, sit all the way back, reach the arms out in front, rest your head on the floor if you can reach. If your head doesn't reach the floor, pop your hands under your head and rest there. And just take some big full breaths into the backs, the sides, the bottom of the rib cage. And then gently draw the tummy in, roll the spine back up. Bring yourself back to your kneeling position, sitting on the hips position. And if you need to, give your shoulders a little circle just to release from that last exercise where we loaded the shoulder joints. Well done. That was really good work. Thank you very much for joining me for this particular session. I'll see you in the next session, but for now, look after yourself. Take care. Bye for now.